What's up, everybody? It's a movie review. I feel like I haven't done one of those in a little bit. Well, thank you for joining me. If you're brand new to the channel, let's start off like this. Why don't you subscribe? We do movie reviews, we do long form, we do all of that. We're trying to get to 70,000 by the end of the year. Hopefully you'll join us and be part of that journey. All right. Beast. It's a new movie, and it is Idris Elba, the great Idris Elba. Directed by Baltasar Kamarkur. I definitely didn't say that right. So what is this movie? Some people think, well, what is it, like Ghost in the Darkness? Is it like The Gray? That's what I was hoping going into it. It's essentially Idris Elba is the father of two teenage girls. There's something going on in their lives that they're trying to make amends to. So he goes to Africa to visit his friends, played by Sharlto Copley, to, you know, be a little closer to his girls. And in the process, there is a rogue lion running around the joint, and it's really making life hell for a lot of people. That's the gist of it. And again, Idris Elba going up against a runaway lion. Sign me up, right? Sounds great. So here's the good in this movie. It's got Idris Elba in it. The performances in general from everybody in it, really good. You got Idris Elba, obviously Sharlto Copley, his two daughters playing by Leah Jeffries and Lena Halley, who play both Meredith and Nora. Great. That's the thing I really loved about this. It started it off and it gave me a great backstory. And it gave me right away that there was something going on with this family that they were trying to get away from it, and it was going to play into obviously the bonding of the father and the two daughters, and it was emotional. And what I really believed when they first got there was Sharlto Copley and Idris Elba's relationship. Like, they had been friends for a very long time, and I bought it because they're really good actors. And it even starts off the movie itself with how and why the lion is as pissed off as it is throughout, and why that is. So all this setup, I'm like, okay, I'm on board thus far. And the movie's short, by the way. It's an hour and a half. And I think one of the reasons that is I think some people will say, well, how the hell can you do a movie about a runaway lion longer than that? The problem is it less turns into, in the second half of the movie, The Gray and Ghost in the Darkness, and it gives me a little bit more of a Jaws 4 vibe, where it starts in the beginning with the lion, and the CGI is not great, but it's not terrible, and the sound is really good on the lion. Like, there's sometimes you could see it in the theater. If you're throwing popcorn in your face, you could probably be a little jarred a couple of times, and it's brutal at times, and a lot of it takes place in like this car, and the tension that's brought up, it works. But the problem is it starts to get really silly, and you're like, why isn't this lion dying? It's like, is it a mutant lion? Is it a supernatural lion? Like, why? And just the one explanation isn't cutting it for me. So there's that, and that's the problem. Is it starts to get a little goofy, and they have to hammer down many times over. You will know many times over that Idris Elba is indeed a doctor in this movie, and they let you know that a lot of different times. He's not a special forces guy. He's just an average. He's a doctor trying to figure it out. And there's parts of it that, I said, oh, I'm glad he's not a special forces guy. He's got to figure his way. I like that, but then it was like, I don't know, a little too easy. It's not as well thought out, and like I said, I keep bringing up The Gray. The Gray was a big surprise when it came out January 2011 or whenever it was, because it's unexpected, it was smart, it had a lot of tension behind it. There's not enough tension in this, and there's a couple of laugh out loud moments in this one. So, if it hadn't been for Idris Elba, I think this is a streaming movie, to be honest with you. If you just want to go to the movies and you want to see something, and you want to spend an hour and a half and you want to just eat some popcorn and chill out, sure, fine. But don't expect like a really great movie. I'd probably say 2.8 out of 5 if I'm giving a score here. But I want to know from you guys. If you saw it, let me know what you think. Are you excited to see it at all? Please comment and let me know. I'd love to hear it. And once again, if you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Well, you got a lot of different things. Man, we got so much content coming up pretty soon, whether it's Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and Andor or She-Hulk, Cobra Kai. It's so many movies coming out also. So anyway, that's it. That's the review for Beast. Go ahead and comment. I want to hear your thoughts. All right. Peace.